Catch the bank draft in Carson City and meet us at Grant's Fork.
Right.
You and I'll go by way of Wheeler Ridge. I want to have a look at that timber stand before we make an offer.
Mighty bad trail, Paul.
How come you're not riding back?
Oh, I thought I'd give Cinnamon a ride. Teach him who's boss again.
Hey, looks like old Cinnamon knows who's boss. He is.
Either I ride him or you ride me.
Well, I'll see you at Grant's Fork there for tomorrow, the money.
Hey, well, if you're done doing tricks on that horse, we can leave now.
All right, see you.
See you, man.
Look at that view.
Yeah, nice country. Want some more coffee?
Yeah.
I still think it's pretty hot.
Howdy.
Howdy.
We help you?
What are you doing here? What's it look like we're doing? You got business here?
We're just riding through, looking at some timberland.
Well, as long as you're just riding through. Just keep riding. Hey, you don't mind if we finish our coffee first, do you? I don't mind.
Joseph.
Better take his advice. Joseph. Oh, by the way, Joseph, you make a lousy cup of coffee.
Joseph? You know, you do make a lousy cup of coffee. Good, don't they?
A fine stand of trees. Enough timber there to shore up every mine in Virginia City.
We sure could. Yeah, snow did these trees a lot of good. Have to do some thinning over here.
Yeah.
Fine stand. Better get along.
I sure wish we had a little time. Wouldn't mind doing some fishing in that lake down there.
Let's go. Yeah.
Pa! Pa. Fucking hear me. Where's it hurt?
My back.
Take it easy, lie still. Can you move your head? Just easy. That's it. What about your hands? Your arms. That's good. Move your legs. Put your legs.
They're numb.
There you go. You better take it easy, or that's gonna have to last you a while.
That's cinnamon.
The horse is all right. We'll have to run off.
Yeah. Make a good saddle horse. Once you get to learn who's the boss.
Well, so you told me. I'll leave the canteen here where you can reach it. Here's your gun. I know you're hurting, but you're gonna have to lie still and just take it easy till I get back.
I'll try it. I think I can make it up the hill. Just rest for a little while.
Well, there's no way you can get up that hill, and there's no way I can get you up without help. I need some men and a wagon. There's gotta be some ranches between here and town. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'll be waiting here for you. Sure ain't going anyplace.
Pa, somebody's coming.
Just keep riding.
I need help.
You better ride, mister.
Look, if you just listen to me.
Get off my property now.
All right, son, let's get back to work.
Down a little. Down a little. That's it.
Hold it. You by yourself?
Yeah,
What's your business?
I need some help.
Kind of help.
Look, mister, believe me, I'm not looking for any trouble. It's my pa. There was an accident. I need a wagon, a block and tackle, and a doctor.
There's one in Grant's Fork. If you hurry, you might catch him sober.
I could use that wagon and team first. Somebody to help me with it.
We can't help you, mister.
What kind of brand is that?
It's Ponderosa. We're from Virginia City. What about the wagon?
What'd you say you left your pa?
At the top of Wheeler Ridge, at the bottom of a bluff. Couldn't move him.
What happened to him?
I think it's his back. I sure could use some help.
Back, huh? My wagon would be too heavy to go up Wheeler Ridge. What you need is a lighter wagon and a good team. I got the team by the over Stover's place today. He's plowing.
Could you get him?
I expect so. How long ago did this happen?
I don't know, 2 hours.
You're not thinking of helping him, are you? Pa, you can't go. If anything happened to you in those hills, it'd be weeks before we even found you.
Look, man, my father's only 8 or 9 miles from here. Look, what is this? I'm just asking you to help him.
Now, hold on. Maybe she's right. I don't know you're not lying to me. You could be working for the Dawson Cattle Company.
Look, mister, I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't have time to argue, no. I need the wagon, and I need the team. Now, I'll rent it from you. How much do you want for it?
You mean you're going to try to bring up that bluff all by yourself?
Well, it looks like I don't have much choice, doesn't it?
Well, now, simmer down. Let's see here. Now, if it's his back, why, it's going to take at least 4 men to bring him.
Oh, you can't go.
Now, you simmer down, too, honey. You go in the house and get some blankets and a medical chest.
But, Pa,
Now, you're wasting time, Martha. Now, get it. I don't suppose you'd mind if I, kept that pistol for a while, would you?
Be my guest.
You'll find some rope and tackle out back of the house. I'll go fetch the team. I'll be back in a little while.
Thanks. There you go, huh?
Yeah. Tried to get Stover to go along with us, but he said he saw some of Dawson's men in the valley this morning. He's too afraid to leave his place. Martha, get out here with that medicine. We gotta leave.
What about this Dawson? Why is everybody afraid of him?
Well, I never met him personally, but he's the head of a big cattle company. They used to lease this whole valley for graze until the government turned it over to homesteaders.
You didn't want to give it up, huh?
That's right. He don't seem to think much of us folks, so he's hired himself a bunch of men to try to run us out of here.
He's not fussy about how he does it, either.
Yeah, why don't you give me that medicine? Let's get that wagon.
Give me a leg up.
Where do you think you're going?
With you.
Oh, no, you're not. It's too dangerous.
Well, if it's too dangerous for me, then it's too dangerous for you. Give me a leg
Now,
up.
hold on. You know that horse ain't saddle-broke yet. If you're going to go, you go with him. He sure thinks a lot like a man. go stop by Ball's place and pick up that rig. Maybe he and his son will go along with us.
Coming back. Looks like he brought company with him.
Wait a minute, Pa. Ain't that Mr. Thornton and Martha?
You're right. Better be a little more careful. Wouldn't want anything to happen to her, would we?
No, sir.
Tom, if it's true what Joe says about his pa, it's gonna take one of us two to get him to that mountain.
I don't mind you using the wagon, Ed. But me and my boy are staying here. If what he says is true. It still could be a trick, you know. Dawson's got his eye on you.
That's just talk.
Oh, no, Ed. You know yourself, most of them cowboys that ride for Dawson don't know nothing about cows. All they're waiting to do is get us out in the open somewhere or away from our homesteads, and you especially.
It may be. But don't you see, Tom, we just can't keep hiding in a hole. We've got to come out and face them sooner or later.
I prefer later.
Wagon's hitched up. We're ready to go.
I'm not going.
What about the boy?
He ain't going either.
I need the help.
We'll still need those planks and the block and tackle.
And the planks are around the side of the house. And that block and tackle's over by the trees where we was pulling stumps.
Yeah, I remember.
Pa's letting you go?
Yeah?
Ain't that kind of dangerous?
It'd be just as dangerous to stay at the cabin by myself.
Well, there's no need for you to go. You can stay here till they get back.
No, I'm going.
Why?
Because he needs me. Besides, we can't all stay where it's safe, Brian. Somebody's got to go.
I'm sorry I can't help, but it just ain't safe.
You do whatever you think is right.
Maybe they didn't tell you about Dawson.
Yeah, they told me.
Then you understand why I can't help.
No, I don't.
I'm going with them, Pa.
No, you're not.
I made up my mind. I'm going. It's the only right thing to do.
All right, son. We'll both go.
This is Dawson's man now. Don't fret, honey.
Martha, we gotta get him to the house. Give him a hand, Brian.
Don't touch him! This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. You're trouble, mister. I knew it from the minute I saw you. Now, get out of here. Go on and leave us alone.
She's right, son. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do to help.
Joe.
Joseph, I thought I told you to keep moving.
It was an accident. My pa's hurt real bad.
Ain't that a shame? What were you doing with them nesters?
Let's try to get him to help.
Well, that'd be too much like work for them.
And what about you?
Huh?
Look, I need the help. I'll make it worth your while.
How much?
Just name your price.
Oh, say $10 a man?
Got a deal.
Hey, them's pretty good wages, even for you, Blue. What do you say, Frank? Let's go, Joseph.
Stopping for?
When I say stop, we stop. When I say go, we go.
Look, I told you I'm paying you for this.
That, Ed Thornton, you a friend of yours?
Can we talk about it on the way?
Oh, I think we'll talk about him now. You like Thornton?
Yeah, he was gonna help me.
Man said, do you like him?
We got along well enough.
Well, supposing I told you that, what was his first name?
Ed.
Ed. Supposing I told you that Ed Thornton was a no-good, yellow troublemaker.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Just like to see what sort of stuff a fella's made of.
Look, I don't want to quarrel with you. You say what you want to say. I don't care.
Hey, boy, don't you know who you're talking to?
Of course he does. Everybody in this part of the country knows Frank Wells.
You say it now. Ed Thornton is a no-good, yellow troublemaker. Go ahead.
Ed Thornton is a no good yellow.
No? Sing it right off.
Ed Thornton is a no good yellow troublemaker.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Joseph. You Cartwrights don't have much backbone. Let's go. All right, let's get going. Whoa, Joseph. This is, pretty hard going.
I told you it would be.
Ugly thoughts just come across my mind. Maybe you don't have any money?
Don't worry about your money. I've got it.
How do we know? We don't know you from a kick in the teeth.
That's right, we better see it. All right, there's $40. That's more than enough. $40, just about right. You got yourself a deal. Now let's go. Let's go. Pa.
Joe?
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah. Now that you're here.
Don't worry. I got help. We'll have you out of here in no time.
He doesn't look in too good shape, does he?
Yeah, he looked a little better last time we saw him.
You know what? He's a lot bigger than I remembered.
Now that you mention it. You know, Joseph, $40 for hauling a man that size up this hill sure don't seem enough money.
Look, I gave you all the money I've got.
Just funnin', Joseph?
Easy, easy.
You got that rope secured?
Yeah.
Make sure that's good and secure. Get some beef on the end of that rope. I'll guide the sled. All right, you ready? Okay, start hauling them up. Here. You haul him up. We done our $40 worth. He's your old man. You get him up.
Joseph. 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 Joseph.
Oh, they're coming.
Doc, what was that stuff you made me drink a while back? That tasted awful.
Well, that's a good sign. Anybody thinks that medicine tastes good is bound to be sick. You did all the right things, Cartwright. If you'd tried to move him before you strapped him to that board, you might have been crippled for life.
How's his back?
Well, it's not broken. He could wiggle his toes after we got his boots off. He jumped real good when I stuck that pin in his leg.
Why'd you have to stick him so hard?
Why not?
Well, it hurt him.
It's supposed to. Same as medicine's supposed to taste bad. Now, don't you go telling me how to run my business. You run along and let that man rest.
You mind if I worry a little?
Not at all. It'll make you feel better. It's not gonna do him any good.
Now, what about Ed Thornton? How's he getting along?
Why are you interested?
He was trying to help me when he got shot.
Well, he'll have his arm in a sling for a couple of days, then he'll be all right.
Oh, whatever he owes, you put it on our bill.
I'll put it on anybody's bill as long as I get paid.
Don't worry, you get paid.
Yeah. It's good to hear that doctor say he's gonna be all right, ain't it?
Yeah, well, I thought his back was broke for sure. You should have seen the fall he took down that hill.
Yeah, well, he's gonna rest easy for a while now. Whatever that doc gave him really knocked him.
Hey. That's them. That's Wells.
Wait a minute.
Get me a beer.
Let's let the law take care of this, Joe. Come on.
Sheriff?
Yep.
I want to talk to you about a man named Wells, Frank Wells.
Oh, you're Cartwright. Thornton told me all about it. Coffee?
No, Wells just rode into town. He's in the saloon.
Well, you might just well sit down and relax. Look, I've been through this before. Them homesteaders are just too scared to speak up in court.
You said you talked to Thornton. What about him?
Oh, Thornton's spunky enough to testify all right when he's up and around. The rest of them...
Who cares about the rest of them? Wells shot Thornton, and Thornton's willing to testify against him.
You saw it?
No, I didn't see it.
Nobody ever does. Thornton was struck down mysterious by some bullet that come whizzing out of nowhere. Oh, I could arrest Wells, sure. More than happy to. It's a waste of time. It's Thornton's word against Wells and his men. Look, I've been up this road before. Down it, across it, every which way. Make arrests, come to trial. Rascal gets turned loose for lack of witnesses and then laughs in my face on the way out.
If Wells took $40 from me, I'll testify against him.
All right. He stuck a gun in your belly and took $40 from you.
No, he didn't stick a
He
gun.
picked your pocket.
No, he didn't pick
Then
my
what
pocket.
did he do, Mr.
Well, if you be
Cartwright?
quiet for a minute, I'll tell you. I gave Wells and his men some
Oh,
money.
hold it. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. First you say he stole it, now you say you gave it to him. Which is it, Mr. Cartwright?
I paid Wells and his men $40 to help me. They didn't do it.
That is not a criminal case, Mr. Cartwright. That is a civil matter. Of course, you can take Wells into court and try to get your money back if you want to.
Forget it, Sheriff.
Thanks a lot, Sheriff. You've been a big help. Well, I guess you was right in the first place. That sure was a waste of time.
Yeah. I've got an idea. I'm gonna go to the saloon and talk to Wells. You bring the sheriff over in about 5 minutes.
Joe.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything. I haven't got a gun. I just want to talk to him.
Well, make sure that's all you do is just talk.
Hey, make sure you bring the sheriff. We have a bottle of whiskey. Well, well, well. Look what the cat drug in.
How's your daddy, Joseph?
He's all right.
You see that? You didn't need us. You managed all by yourself.
I got some help. Boyle and his son came along, gave us a hand.
Should have stuck around to see that one.
You didn't miss anything?
You know, I'm kind of glad you stopped in, Joseph. I've been sitting here thinking, wondering if maybe there's something I forgot to take this afternoon.
I don't think so. He got all my money. All he left me with was my boots.
Size boots you wear?
I don't know.
They look about my size. It's a nice looking boot. My old boots are getting kind of shoddy. Why don't you take those off and toss them over here?
Why don't you just come over here and get them?
Why don't I take them off your dead carcass?
I think you'd have a little trouble doing that without your two friends along.
It's gonna take more than a nice pair of boots to make a man out of you, boy.
Well, then you just come take them.
Oh, I'm gonna love this.
There'll be some kind of charge for shooting a man who doesn't have a gun, Sheriff. That's mine you're holding in your hand.
Yeah. We call that attempted murder.
Don't tell me you can't find a witness that'll testify this time.
Oh, I think we can manage this time, Mr. Cartwright. Come on.
I thought you told me you was just gonna talk.
Why don't you shut up and go get the bartender? I'll buy you a beer.
Hi, Joe.
It's my brother Hoss. This is Ed Thornton and his daughter. He's the fellow I was telling you about.
Yeah, Mr. Thornton. Miss Thornton, happy to meet you.
Hello.
I'd like to thank you for getting these folks to help our pa.
Well, the pleasure was mine, believe me.
How's the arm coming?
Oh, it's improved a lot, especially since I heard Wells was in jail.
Yeah, we'd be happy to give you a hand out at your place till he gets better.
Oh, don't worry about that. Tom Boyle's son said he'd be mighty glad to come over and help out.
I kind of feel like I owe you.
No. Your account is paid in full.
Look, I'm sorry about the way I acted and those things I said. You had a right to expect help.
Forget it. We're both worried about our pa's.
Say, how's your pa, Joe?
Hey, he's coming along fine. Doc says we can move him today. We're going to be heading back.
That's sure good to hear. Well, listen, if you folks ever pass through this valley, be sure to stop in and see us. I got a feeling this place is going to be a lot friendlier from now on.
We'll do it. Take care.
Goodbye.
Ha!
Yep.